Cadmium Gold by Elan Carron. Therese Raff had this theory that if she hadn't slept 6 to 8 hours most of her 27 years, she would still have her mother and her sister Kelsey, that if she could have frozen the time, or at least slowed it by not wasting it on sleep, their time together would not have been cut short by the accident. Or at least it would have been postponed considerably. And if she had slept less, she would probably still have her father, for he would not have become a widower and remarried, not for some time anyway. And her time with David would still be going, extant, frozen. Was that why she was in this wilderness cabin, this Walden Pond for artists on sabbatical? Had it been the fact that David had moved in relative proximity to these regions of the Northwest to pursue his own form of art, computer graphics, that she had even answered the ad? To what purpose? To be nearer to him? To remember and to regret their separation 2.5 years ago? To take some manner of just and hurtful solace in her theory that all of the pain and most of the melancholy might have been forestalled or even prevented. She checked her messages. There was one from early morning. Mother Reddy's Artist and Hoarder's Heaven had just received a shipment of pigments, and her tube of cadmium gold was in. Please drop by to pick it up today. The urgency of the tone made her curious. She had ordered other materials, canvas and pastel chalks and the like, and Mother Reddy had never urged her to drop by the same day. It was just as well. The scene before her on its stretched canvas field needed the cadmium, the warm yellow, but even more the rich hint and tint of the gold specks. Without it, it lacked the sun sparkle she had pictured when she first penciled the scene in rough. Of the 7 small and medium-sized paintings that had occupied her since she moved up here, this and the one she had titled Outpost were her favorites. The drive into Maintown, as Mother R. called it, was cathartic, purifying often through art. She remembered the definition. The tall trees in their lush green armor were reassuring, and the blue morning skies gleaming behind and through them in strong relief had their own therapeutic presence. Her mind wandered to different hidden places. The trip to the art museum with her mother when she was 12, for nurturing, as her mother would say. The bicycle treks with Kelsey down long and winding Arbor Drive. The dance pavilion with David that summer evening after she had graduated. She in that paisley summer dress, he in that winter tweed jacket because he had spilled coffee on the summer one. She pulled the Jeep up to the log porch, stepped out. An older couple, arm in arm, not tourists she could tell, passed her on the way in. Their closeness, this beautiful morning, had them in high spirits that would last through the day. "Hello, Mother Reddy," she greeted the strapping, long, white-haired woman behind the counter. "Good morning, Miss O'Keefe." Mother R. returned the salutation. It was their inside joke. Therese was really Georgia O'Keefe, traveling incognito. "Your cadmium gold is in, and, I confess, I peeked inside the tube. It is marvelous. All those glittery specks without mixing." She put the tube on the counter. Therese hardly noticed. 3 of her 6 paintings were missing from the gallery corner, including the one she was most proud of. She turned and walked to the counter. Mother Reddy had just returned from the register with new bills, stiff and freshly printed. She counted them out. There were 22 of them, all $100 denominations. What is this? Therese was nearly speechless. Mother I was reaching under the counter. She placed 3 checks next to the money. I sold 3 of your paintings. She laughed gleefully. I've taken my 25% out, as you can see. Proudly she showed the checks. The Harrisons from Cornwallis. The Greenings from Phoenix. They're a long way from home, but they love the colors of theirs. They call them vibrant. Mother I laughed again. If I hear that word one more time, but they were nice people. Then she passed across the 3rd check for inspection. This one was for the one you and I liked best of all, Outpost. Therese just stared. You really should do more than initial your work, young lady, the woman chided, then abruptly, instinctively shifted mood. Is there something wrong? No, Therese said. I guess I am just surprised. Well then, let me add to your wonderment. The tube of cadmium gold is on me. Why, thank you. What a nice gesture, she said, still holding the 3rd check in her hand. It read, David and Gretchen Tregoning. David and Gretchen. Well, young lady, how is Georgia O'Keeffe going to celebrate her good fortune? It was a question that should have taken more thought. Georgia O'Keeffe is going to take a long nap, was all that came out.